Hey, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the 2tallpodcastwithDnQ. I am your host, Derek J. Hall, 2tall Hall. Call me what you must. Call me handsome while you're doing it. You know, I'm pretty handsome. And of course, I have my co-host here, Quentin.
Hey, everybody.
He looks so nice tonight. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. No problem. Like, share, and subscribe. YouTube, Spotify. If you see the link. The link's in the bio below. But as you see the banner, we'll be on Apple Music next Monday. A lot of people are saying that they don't have Spotify. Spotify always been my personal choice, but got to show love to Apple Music as other people have that as well. So Quentin, how you feeling?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm fantastic. You know, we have our second collab tonight on Podcast Papi. I've been trying to get him on the show for a long time. He's a good podcaster, and he'll be our second collab, and he'll be joining us later on. But right now, we're going to get things started like how we always do. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Like this, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, share it. Let's get things started. So, we're going to do some hot topics. We got some good ones for you. Hot topics with D&Q. See how I put it at the bottom? Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this. Now, do you look at football?
Not regularly. Like, it's something I consider to leave, but I'm not invested at all.
Yeah, I'm not invested at all, but I'm the kind of person, when I see an article and I want to be in the know. If we're going to be podcasters, I want to be in the know, even if it's something that has nothing to do, because I don't look at sports, you know. I thought this was making the rains, and it was the talk of the town, and I like hot stuff. I like hot trends and whatever. The Sanders selected by the Cleveland Browns with the 144th overall pick. Now, I'm reading about this guy. People were surprised. You know, I think the draft, they do I don't know how long, they do 5 draft pools, I guess. Anybody quoting me on this? You know, I don't look at football, so don't come at me. But I guess this guy was so good, people automatically thought he was going to be the first round draft pick. But I guess they do the draft 3 days. Or 5 days or whatever. The days went on, and you know, he wasn't getting called up, he wasn't getting picked. So it was a sucky week for him. And then at insult to injury, during that time, the son of the Atlanta Falcons defense coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, that's the defense coordinator, his son did a prank call on him. Now this, you heard? Him and his son, his son and I guess his son's friends pretended to be New Orleans Saint GM and told him that he was drafted and that he was gonna, they prank called him basically. I'm like, add an insult to injury. This dude is already having a rough time. He's not getting picked. You know, his father is Deion Sanders. You think, oh, he's going to be top guy. He's going to be number one. Not because of his father, but I'm pretty sure I'm reading he was real good in college, great athlete and everything. A few hits and misses, but is this? And I know, sometimes we do like to take everything as racism. I mean, it's true. Black people sometimes don't always have the advantage, but it's the fact that he got picked last. Does this has to do with racism? Are we overthinking, or is it just about football? What's your thoughts? Just being a black man.
So I got to go into this with saying that, like we said in the beginning, I'm not really a big football head. I know about certain things like this, which is pop culture type stuff. But as far as the game itself, I'm not really in it like that. But the things that I have been hearing some people say who are more aware of what's going on in in it is that one of their concerns might have been that he's only been coached by his father. Because he's a very good player,
Yeah.
He's won a lot of awards and everything. His numbers are good and all that stuff. Stats are good. But I think some people are worried that when he was in college, he was coached by Dion, and then when he went to Denver, he was also coached by Dion. So people are just a little worried, like how will he perform under a different coach, in different settings where he's not being molded, I guess, by his father. And that might have been one of the concerns. But in my own personal, uneducated opinion, I don't think that it's racist just because, 90% of the players are black. So,
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's other black people getting chosen, mostly. I think it's just more an apprehension on whether he would perform the same way without his father being coach. And then on top of that too, if picking him also brings like his father and everything that comes with that to the new team too. That's just my
there was a
unknowing opinion.
There was, Deion Sanders, I guess during his time was very flashy, very unapologetic. Some teams didn't want what he was given when he was playing to overshadow. To see that in this young man. They didn't, to be the arrogant, flashy. With all due respect, any young black man, and you can just look at it, it shows that young black men, once they get that limelight, they're all like that. They get that taste and they start to get flashy, they start to get into trouble and stuff, but they're saying that he was still good at the game, but I want to go back to the incident the prank that this white kid pulled. It's all those college white kids doing the most to try to I wrote down in this scenario, we encounter two young men from different backgrounds. One is a wealthy black individual coming from a prestigious football family, facing repercussions for his perceived arrogance. The other, a wealthy white man that committed a generally offensive act, but is instead regarded as a young person who simply made a mistake. Though that's the remarks going on for the white kid who made a mistake. But this contrast highlights the disparities in how society often judge individuals based on their race and background. Listen, I'm not going to dive into too much of this because I don't look at football. But the best thing I can say to this young man, show them why you should have been number one. Just go out there and prove to them, he's the 144th overall pick. Show them why you should have been number one. I don't think this. Besides that prank call, I don't really see this any racism. I wanted to have my brother on because he's a big hardcore fan. He's actually an Eagle fan, and he could have. Oh, you're an Eagle fan too, Quentin? Because you lit up.
Oh, I was for them in this particular Super Bowl, but that was just because I like Jalen Hurts and what he stands for, and it was more about that. But overall, I really don't care.
Gotcha. All right, so I want to save this one because all right, cool. Sorry. Let's do the next one. So we are gonna move on. We're gonna discuss 50 Cent clowns Beyonce over allegedly low concert tickets. If you have heard, her tickets, so first off, she's doing another tour, correct?
Correct.
So she's doing another tour, and I believe they're like clowning her because it's not like selling like how it used to. 50 Cent quoted 50 Cent, shit's getting real out here. Hey, the tickets aren't selling. So they have put the tickets, which are expensive, they they got them coming on sale for like $50 to $75. Is Beyonce losing her touch, or is it what do you think's going on? And is 50 Cent petty for that? There was no need for that.
Well, first off, we already know 50 Cent is petty. He is petty Betty. He is always clowning somebody. That's that. But so I'm a big Beyonce fan for sure. She just kicked off her tour Tuesday night rather, in LA. So it just started, the Cowboy Carter tour. And I've been looking at the clips on YouTube and stuff, and it looks great. It almost looks like it's better than the Renaissance tour. But yeah, so there are some tickets that are available that are cheaper, which is why I'm looking for some to go try to see her at MetLife Stadium when she comes here. But
when's she coming?
It's later in May, I'm pretty sure. Either late May or early June.
Gotcha.
But with that said, though, I don't think it's anything about her. I think it's just the state of the country we're in right now. Like, eggs are like $1,000 a carton, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got all kinds of stuff. We got these tariffs coming up. Cars about to be expensive. Cell phones, like everything is about to be super expensive. So people are just a little bit more cautious about how they spend their money. I think that's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just that. And 50 Cent is not on tour right now. I bet if he tried to sell a tour right now, his tickets wouldn't be selling all that much either.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's mainly because Beyonce, and I think she did this concert with her daughters, and we'll definitely talk about her youngest, but let's talk about the second oldest real quick. Listen, I don't really care for the concerts and stuff, but that girl, Blue Ivy, excuse me, let me call her by her name. She did her thing. I was looking at the clips and the way she was moving, her energy. I'm just, you know me for a while. I don't talk like this, but I was like, yes, because she was doing her thing. And I don't talk. I'm like, she is really good, So, I think it's where we are in the country. You got number 47 just blowing up prices and everything. It got so bad, like I said, Elon Musk had to leave the White House, go back to what he was doing, because his stocks was going low, I think her art is still there. I hope she has an amazing tour. I hope you enjoy when you go out there,
I hope so.
Hopefully our guest, Billy, I don't know if he's a Beyonce fan, but maybe he'll go, but she still got it. She still has her magic. It's just, you catch those tickets on sale, $50, because I remember it was, last year it was expensive, right? Or was it the year before that when she was doing
it? It was the year before, but still, people were paying thousands of dollars.
And people will pay. Listen, she has a good queen bee. A lot of gay men will come out there. A lot of women will come out there. So,
it's on a good show. So,
yeah. All right. So let's talk about this. Ivanka Trump. Nope, we're not talking about that. Oh shit, I missed it. So I was looking for my DL Hooghly. I cannot find it, so I'm just going to do without it. I remember what the article said, so it's cool. Yeah. But DL Hooghly quoted on TMZ that guys like Saquon, the football player, aren't plugged into the black issues. This past week, Saquon, the Eagles running back or quarterback or football player, went to the White House to celebrate the big victory. And, a lot of people are, of course, upset about it. DL Hooghly said that when these black celebrities go, they're not thinking about the issues. They're thinking about clout. They're thinking about the money. But Saquon quoted out that he just was celebrating. He respects the office. He doesn't care about what people say. He respects the office of the United States. And he had golf with him, and he said that he's going to continue to do what do what he thinks is best for him. And what do you think? Do you think DL Hooghly is overreacting, or is this a bigger thing? Because there are a lot of black people who are black celebrities who will kiss Trump's ring, support him, perform at the concert.
No, I think that D.L. Hughley is right on the money. Saquon not only he didn't just go to the White House like the rest of the Eagles. Well, not all of them went anyway.
Yeah, not all of them went.
We'll get to that. But not only that, though, he was playing golf with him earlier. He flew back on the plane with Trump. He's posted up in the photos with Trump and his family and all this stuff. Like, he's fully immersed into that whole world. And what DL was making note of is that somebody like him doesn't really see somebody of Saquon's stature being posted up like that with Trump, what that means in the bigger picture. Like, whether you endorse him or not, it shows like you are. That's what it looks like. And for somebody who's done so much against your people, it's a bad look. It's a real bad look. And then on top of that too, it's like he doesn't even seem like he cares. He's like, I respect the office of the presidency, which I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah, I didn't
say that because for one, Trump doesn't even respect that office.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny.
Office has been the office that's done so much to hurt our people. So what are you respecting about it? You know what I'm saying? I agree with DL completely.
Well,
you're absolutely right.
I always believe in getting another opinion. I'm looking at Billy. Can you would like to join us a little early to discuss this topic? You cool with that?
Hey.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Hi. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for coming on. You know, I have been very persistent on trying to get you on. I love your energy. I love your videos.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to have you on. I thought we will all three mesh well. You know, that's my co-host right there, Quentin. And
hey, Quentin.
So yeah, we both.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I'm a big Wendy Williams fan, so I always say, "How you doing?" when I meet everybody. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah. All right. But well, thank you for having me. I know it's not an excuse, but my life is chaotic and I'm busy. Even now, so I would like to truly apologize for being late. Like, I had something to do at work, and I'm like, I gotta go. And my boss is like, one more shot. So it's like, oh my God, like, I gotta go. So I want to say thank you for that. Yeah. And if you see me looking around, my life is even more chaotic. I operate in chaos. So I have a new dog who's driving me insane with my other dog. So they fight for my attention. So, but I'm here and I'm happy to turn up with you guys.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you
here.
Yeah.
And I want to say last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am in the motherfucking Beehive. I'm going to 6 shows. No, Beyonce's not having problems selling her tickets. Sometimes we gotta see it to see what we're working with. Now, I did stay on the Instagram Live the other day to make sure it was worth my 6 tickets. However, it is, and that's it. Sometimes we would let's be real. Cowboy Carter was not everybody's favorite album,
right?
But we had to see how she performed it. At first, I said, "No, hold on now," but now I'm like, "All right, I can give it this." Like, you know, so 50 Cent.
Billy, I see you.
50 Cent, you go do a show at fucking King's Theater while my girl's selling out 5 days in the fucking stadium.
I say to 50 Cent, worry about that son of yours who is bashing you every minute he gets. Worry about that. Worry about
the real tea is my mom is friend with that boy's mother. So
really,
wow, small world.
We got an exclusive here on Too Tall.
Yeah. What would he say? Who doing?
Nice. All right, I'm about to be like Wendy. Let me see your shoes, Billy. I'm playing.
Shoe cam.
So what we was talking about, D.L. Hughley said that guys like Saquon aren't plugged into black issues. As you know, he went to the White House, the football team. Not everybody from the Eagles that won this year went to see the president. But Quentin gave his opinion and said that he's not informed. Wanted to give your thoughts on Not just him. You know, you look at because I remember what's his name? Nelly, yeah. Oh, I did like this, and you knew who I was talking about. He said that he's the glass half full. He wants to see, give Trump the benefit of the doubt. The first 100 days that just came, and let me give you a review. Crap.
Terrible.
My stocks are going down. Like every day, I'm just like, oh my god, like say something good. My money needs to go back up. But I think people have selective ignorance. It's like this. We know we're not supposed to be shopping at Target, but my homegirl's on the phone today talking about, oh, I'm at Target. Do you not know that we're not supposed to be there? No,
we're still doing that?
Yeah.
I would turn my Chick-fil-A. I bought for them then.
No, see, one thing, Chick-fil-A don't like the gays, but hold on.
They like Trump too.
Yeah, you see, selective ignorance. You know, my mother was
from the deep voice of pretend, yo, what's good, bro? I could be straight, you know. I'm playing.
Listen, they probably gay too, low key. But I do feel like even I was in LA to do podcast work the other day, and my mom was like, "Don't go to Chicken and Waffles, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles." And I'm thinking because the guy got shot in there, and she's like, "No, they support Trump." And I said, "Oh, well, I ain't." I went the first day before I know, and the Chicken and Waffles was busting, so I'm gonna go again. So it is kind of selective ignorance.
I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because imagine, like, this guy's probably thinking about, like, yo, who knows when the next time I'll be going to the White House? Yes, you got to have some morals or some standards, but you know, people. Also, when you turn on the news, it's always something negative, and mental health is a conversation we're not talking about a lot. And I struggle with mental health, right? So when I turn on the news, I gotta tell people like, turn that off because there's nothing ever positive. It's 10-year-old boy got shot. Next one, oh, this little girl got the R word, and it's nothing positive, right? So sometimes we don't get the news across our feet like that, and sometimes we really don't know. We don't know. Yeah. We don't know how the tariffs are going to affect us until it affects us. We don't know how the immigration laws are going to affect us until we trying to go to DR, and then they holding us in freaking DR because they think we Dominican, like, you know. So,
sure.
We barely even know about financial literacy, you know. So, I get it. We know certain portions, but we don't know everything, and. Who are we to judge? Shit, I'll probably go to the White House and see Trump. God damn it. Because
I'm judging.
Yeah. Oh.
I will go to the White House, but not to see the president. I'm a big history buff. I like to learn about our history, even though they're trying to take away our history.
That part.
I respect the office,
but
not the person sitting in it. Because when you have someone who has did a raid this past week, the FBI raided some home, and the people wasn't even the people they was looking for. When you mix law and hate together, it makes chaos. Because that's all it is. So whatever we want about Biden, but Biden was love.
Yeah.
Barack Obama was love. You know, you talk about, you know, I remember looking at the cause we did the special together with his inauguration. We looked at it. Well, I did. I don't know if Quentin did because he didn't, you know, but I looked at it for we can do a live episode. And I'm almost done, dog. Your dog is like, can this nigga shut up?
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
It's cool. And I looked at it and I'm like, he was talking about he wants to be, you know, unity, bring us all together. And there's been none of that. It's been diverse. It's been people getting shipped left and right. You know, that guy got sent to a different country, and President Trump said that he can bring him back, but he's not going to. So, you know,
now he says he can't bring him back.
Say it again.
Now he says he can't bring him back.
Yeah, now he's saying he can't bring him back. And get this, they photoshopped the tattoo, and his own people gave it to him, and they didn't let him know that it was Photoshop. But before we get to the main topic, we're actually talking about it while not even knowing it. Do you think Nelly and Snoop Dogg, do we protest them now, or are they about the money? Like, is it something bigger, Or could it just be they just like him and we don't have to like it, but that's who they like, you know?
I'll let you go first, Bill.
I would definitely say that low-key, I'm already boycotting Snoop Dogg and Nelly because nobody listens to their music anyway. But and back to Twitter real quick, I think I might judge a little bit because you guys stand on some type of business. All right, like I have to show you it's not okay, but it's like the same people who, like, you really can't hold Trump accountable, but to a standard, because what about our friends that didn't go out there to go vote? Or what about, I know somebody and I called him a freak. Can I curse on here? I like that mouth.
Yeah.
I call him a fucking, can't say that word though, but I call him a bitch basically because he sold his vote. Like, he didn't care about the election, but somebody gave him $100 to vote for Trump. So it's just like, can you really get mad at you could get mad at what's going on, but can you really get mad at what's going on when people didn't come out and do what they had to do and step up? Because now all of a sudden you're upset. Oh, the prices is going up. A's expensive. This is expensive. This is expensive. But then when I ask you, did you vote? And you be like, no. And I just be like, can we talk about the amount of my employees? So I'm a manager of a restaurant and I have 25 employees, and most of them are Hispanic, and they all voted for Trump. And it's just like, hold on, please. Yo, why y'all don't shut the fuck up? Thank you. Sorry. But, yeah.
They was Latinos for Trump.
Yeah, they don't like me when we say Trump in this house. But I don't think we could only hold Trump accountable to so much. It was really the people that put. I'm so sorry.
You are good. Please don't apologize.
It's really the people that put him in there. And again, let's hold the people accountable that didn't go vote.
Yeah.
You know, so Snoop Dogg, they not in charge. No one's really. They don't have nothing to be buying. Now, if Beyonce voted for Trump, I would have an issue. You know, because I buy Sacred, I buy Sir Davis, I buy all the albums. I bought 6 tickets to tours. You know.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because you show me your values, and it's like a relationship. I hope our values align. You know, I have no expectations for Snoop Dogg. I have no expectations for Nelly. But Beyonce, bitch, I love you, ho. And we, no.
Now, this is going to sound a little, blue collar worker. I believe in this country where we can vote the way we want. We can have our opinions. We don't have to like it. You know, Linda McMahon, former married to Vince McMahon. Donald Trump in WWE. Anybody that knows me knows I love wrestling. Triple H, who currently is runs creative for WWE. He and Donald Trump are good friends. Now, do I boycott WWE because they're good friends? No, that's Triple H's political view. I'm still going to look at wrestling because, one, I do my best not to invest into their lives. When they're on, I look at it for 2 hours. All right, cool. See you next Monday. I don't try to invest in or get upset or be one of those internet people. That's who they want to pick for. It has nothing, as long as he doesn't show up in the ring or in front of my TV on Monday, I don't care. Now, I personally don't like Trump, but like I said, people are entitled to vote the way I vote. I voted for somebody who was classy, had sense, had a good plan. Someone else had a concept of a plan. I'll never forget that, the debate. And I guess this country wasn't ready for a powerful black woman and what made me upset, most of the black men wasn't voting for her because of her past with putting black men away. Well, let's get one thing straight. This man, Central Park 5, enough said. Google that, Central Park 5. So I feel like, was we already discussing our main topic?
Well, let me get in on that one too, which you kind of bring into the next topic.
Yeah, go for it.
But I'm a little different. I do hold black people a little different when they support him. I do believe we all have the right to support whoever we want to when it comes to elections and stuff like that. That's the way it should be. But with this particular person who has been so anti-black, so trying to take away our history, trying to take away our heroes from the past, trying to erase what's been done to us. I mean, so just in your face about the anti-blackness. I'm definitely judging. I don't care if you're Nelly. I don't care if you are Snoop Dogg. It would hurt me so bad if Beyonce had voted for him or said that she was endorsing him, but I'd have to X her out too. Like, he's just so anti who we are. I can't rock with you. I can't, because it's not about whether you're Republican or Democrat at this point. It's more about your morals. It's about what you stand for. It's about us being a race. It's deeper than just a Democrat or Republican thing. And so for that, it's the way a life philosophy. I can't rock with you.
All right, then stay right there. Why? Stay right there. Why are black men dropping? You know, some black men, they're going to the White House like he wasn't this monster. So why are they dropping their morals for Trump? I want Billy to go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell you why they're dropping it.
Did they ever have it?
No. Ooh.
Yeah.
Great question. Probably not, because it goes back to what we've been saying. Is like, why I'm not just settling, you know. And for me, like, let's go back to the celebrities. Beyonce said something. Oh, I'm supporting Trump. You're telling me you're okay with supporting just any and everybody. You're okay with just saying, as black people, you know, you're one of our people, and you're literally co-signing. You're literally endorsing his inappropriate behavior. So, and then these guys that you're talking about that's going to the White House, I don't even know who they are. So they have no morals right now, honestly. You know, they're just doing anything for clout, anything for fame. They're probably just doing it because they'll know to keep their names in the headlines, you know? Something like that. Or just to be a dick rider, to be honest, because Donald Trump, I can go to the White House and visit it, and that's it. I don't have to go see Donald Trump, you know? So as far as are they lowering their morals, they just might not have any. Some people just do stuff for attention. And it's probably not often you get to see a president, you know? So
yeah,
it's to have the opportunity to go there and say you met the president is pretty awesome. Shit, I met Michelle Obama and Joe Biden, and I saw Donald Trump in the car. But it's just like, not many people can say that, you know? So they probably doing it for the clout.
Let me say this though. With some of them, and I know some women do it too, but this is more of a man thing that I've noticed anyway, especially with black men who get to a certain level. And I'm going to say that with like Nelly and Snoop for what they did, and maybe Saquon too, is like proximity to that kind of power. And thinking that being connected to that will make you somehow get white privilege too. And maybe you might get it, but you're never going to get it. It's the thing that they fail to see. And even Nelly has it in one of his songs. I can't remember the song, but back from in the day, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. It's literally in the song. He wants to be in with him, and that was from like back in like early 2000s. Now he's actually at a point where he's actually being invited to something by Donald Trump. So of course he's probably like, oh yeah, let me jump in this. I get this new access now. You're never going to be what it is you think you're going to be. You're never going to be equal with them. You think them letting you in a little bit is going to make you equal with them. They're never going to see you the same because you're always still going to be this to them.
Well, why was there more men that voted for him? So let's just talk about the regular blue collar man, whatever, black men. More men voted for him than Kamala. Was that for him really, or just they didn't want Kamala?
I don't think they was ready for a female president.
Yeah. And
also, I think a lot of men didn't do the research. They just like hear the service level things like immigration, stimulus check. You know, they just hear.
Yeah, everybody was talking about that. Like,
and let's be real, it's just like the Spanish people I work with, they'll tell me like, I'm voting for Donald Trump because he's gonna get the immigrants out. And I'm looking at them like, interesting. How?
They said that to you?
Yeah, and I'm unfiltered at work. I was like, well, guess what? When he come and get your mother, what you gonna say then, huh? But and this is why you're not supposed to talk about that at workplaces. But hey, it happened, so fuck it. But
yeah,
I just think people, again, I don't really. Even I was surprised by the black women and men. There's like Kamala don't know what she's doing. She's a woman. What she half a period one day, and I'm just like, wow. But let's be real. I don't really know people that really went out to vote this election. And that's why I said I can't really have a conversation with somebody that said they didn't vote. I have a friend. Oh my God, I hope you don't see this, but he's on the podcast a lot.
I hope they do.
Well, yes, I hope they do. I hope they do. But he tells me, I was like, yo, even before the election actually happened, I was like, are you going to vote? He's like, either way, it doesn't affect me. I said, oh, really? How? He was like, because it never really like affected me. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's just like, to know now that you didn't vote, you're affecting me. Because what if they start, let's just say, he's making an executive order. What if he just said, oh, all black people have to be slaves again, right? That's a crazy out of this world scenario, but it just came to my mind.
Out of this world, man.
Yeah, with that part. You didn't help prevent it. So you're part of the problem. So a vote of not voting for him is a vote for him in a way.
I agree with you, but I hate when people say, oh, it doesn't affect me. Certain things, Project 25 and Taraji P. Henson warned us June 2024 at the BET Award that this was going to happen, and some of that stuff is already happening. They're trying to get rid of Medicaid and Medicare. The immigrants, deportation. I think they're trying to work on getting rid of gay marriage and putting on only Christians to be married. So it affects you in more ways than one, whether you know it or not. Keep in mind, this is just his first 100. We're not done yet. Sadly, we're not done. And here's the kicker, and anything's possible. His bonehead children are already making merch because he wants to run for a third term. Constitution said no. He's trying to work a way around it. And that should be a scary fact. Wasn't this country, I don't know social studies, so help me out here. But this country didn't want a king, so, didn't we try to become independent and, avoid that? And here we are, he's trying to be a dictator and a king. Because he admires guys like Vladimir Putin, who has been running Russia for decades and stuff. It's definitely a scary time, and for those who are dropping their morals for this man, it's amazing how many people, I look at some of these, there's this black guy who is in the Senate, loves kissing Trump's ass, dropping his morals, and when they know he's doing wrong. But I remember Cory Booker a few weeks ago did an almighty thing. He did a long speech, a powerful speech. There are some black men trying to fight this. So I believe, voting is powerful. Anybody that says voting isn't, if we come together and vote for the right person, that will help move this country, So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Quentin, you had something to say? Or Billy?
Yeah, I understand when people say that, or they have issues with voting on some level, because there are things that come up that are kind of questionable. Even like in this last election, where there's questions on whether Elon Musk had something to do with certain things. Some things are kind of questionable. But when people say that politics, they don't pay attention to politics because it doesn't affect their life, that's not true. Like, how we talked about football earlier, and I was like, I can take it or leave it. That's something that doesn't affect my life. If I don't pay attention to football, it doesn't change my life. Politics is different. That has to do with the laws that we have to follow. That has to do with the price of things. That has to do with everything that happens to you. So it definitely affects you. That's something people got to pay attention to. But I didn't always pay attention to politics either. But stuff is now. You gotta watch.
I didn't start till President I didn't start till President Barack Obama one. Billy?
I started voting when Barack Obama ran, but I just ran because my mother. I voted because my mother told me.
Same.
But I didn't really start. I'm not really like a politics person, but it wasn't until this election recently to where I really started paying attention because, and I'm gonna be honest, Trump's be having some point sometimes, but it's what he's saying and his message. You know, like the immigration thing is getting out of hand, right? It's not fair that these migrants get to come and they get $1,200 a week. What the hell? Like, what's going on with that? You know, healthcare. I don't believe in cutting off the healthcare. I don't believe in cutting off the Department of Health. I mean, the Department of Education. But I can't even think of his other policies because everything, the ones I did agree with because it was shit shows. But paying attention to it now, it's like I don't even think I want kids in this environment because it's like this country is going to shit like literally every single day. Everything, like my grandmother, when I was living with her before I moved, she would watch like the news every day, and it would give me anxiety because it's like there's nothing positive. There's nothing positive for the country, and for the people that said that, hey, it's not affecting me. It's not affecting me right now, but when he's done with getting rid of everybody else, he's gonna come to you. Like Medicaid, that don't affect me, right? But health insurance is really important, right? And people don't realize that. And luckily, I have a good health insurance because of my good job. But people that got Medicaid, yeah, you thought it was gonna affect you. It affects you now. Or what's another part? The immigration, right? People just like, oh, he's getting rid of people. They're going to airports and asking to check your phone to see if to do research. So it may not affect you now, but it's gonna come to you eventually.
I agree. So there's something there's two things I want to do. I want to show this. That is a cute dog. I want to show. That's a cute. Oh my god.
So cute.
Thank you.
So adorable.
I want to show this. Take a look. These are all the people that have made white people upset this whole year. Kamala is too radical. Jay-Z should be in jail too. Kendrick's Super Bowl performance wasn't mainstream enough. Coogler's deal for sinners will ruin Hollywood. Shador is too arrogant. Shador, hopefully I said the name right. And Beyonce is charging too much. So these are all the people who have made a lot of headlines. Excuse me, all the black people that have made a lot of headlines. And I don't agree with all of that. You know, sinners, I don't want to see because I'm not a fan of Michael B. Jordan, but we're going to talk about next week, Quentin, because I want to talk about how is that movie impacting and scaring America, white America, but waking up black America. So we'll talk about that next week. Beyonce charging too much. You guys give your opinion. Kamala is too radical. I'd rather take that with some lower price of eggs. So, you know, they're saying Jay-Z should have been in jail because of the whole Diddy. Oh, yeah, the whole Diddy thing. But she backtracked what she said. So, yeah. But I want to go back to Beyonce because there's something that's really been going on. I don't know if y'all heard about it.
Tread lightly now on the Beehive.
No,
right.
It's good. So first, this is a segment that I like to call Facts or Asshole. Well, where you, the people at home, will figure out if I'm spitting facts or if I'm being an asshole. So let's play the video and then we'll dive into it.
Now that's my babies now.
Relax.
Even though I lost you, shine on your own, I will be a protector. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be a protector. Wanna be a protector. You said
So
I'm gonna say you being an asshole because I don't know what you're about to say next. Because that was a beautiful video.
Period.
I haven't even started.
Ain't nothing
Jeez.
negative to say.
It's come on, Quentin. You know me.
Ain't nothing to say, but it was cute. Period.
Well, and you just said a key word. Nothing negative to say, but there is some negative going on, and I'm actually for the video. I was looking at the video, and a lot of people, if you saw the little girl's reaction, a lot of people went online across the internet saying that she looks slow, is she retarded? These are stuff that popped up. And you can put me as facts, because this is not an asshole. Anybody that comes at a little girl for them having energy to be excited to be on there with her mom and sister, you're getting the idea that she's slow. She's slow because she's waving and she's excited and she's moving around. No, she's just a kid living her best life right now. So
yeah,
that was just puzzling when I was looking at the comments. The internet could be a cruel thing. And I like how Beyonce said in the song, "I'll be your protector," because she's really going to have to protect that girl and her oldest daughter, because the internet can't seem to be happy with anybody because they're miserable with their own lives. You know, there's times where I'm on this show and some people, they DM me saying they didn't like what I said, or I'm a waste of life, and I pay it no mind. Your energy keeps me going, so keep it up. But that just bothered me that she's a little girl who was able to do some choreography with her sister and her mom, and I didn't like something more. It was more comments of positivity, but it was more of negativity, saying that her face looks weird or she just looks slow, and I just had to bring it to my attention. I knew both of y'all would be on, so give y'all honest opinions, because that. And I was going to show the comments, but then I'm not going to glorify that, so I was like, no.
Can I just say, because this happens a lot, like when my clips go viral, and then I click on the comments of a hating ass motherfucker that got something to say, and I'll be like, it be you, possum ass face asshole, that got something to say. And this is why I don't even be mad at people when people say negative shit about me, because if you can say negative shit about Beyonce, then you got issues. Like, people got issues, they're gonna talk in general. You feel me? But I just feel like, how dare you call a child slow or look slow? These hoes be slow and going back to these niggas that be cheating on them. You slow for that. You slow for not even know who your baby father is. You want to talk about slow? You slow for sleeping on an air mattress in your little bedroom apartment with the roach crawling across your head, ho. How dare you talk about my niece like that? You know, people love pointing the finger. You slow, okay? Your baby's slow. Your baby is on the spectrum. You just don't know because you have no health care to go to the doctor and check that out, okay? Your baby didn't even get all his shots yet. That's how slow your baby is. That's why he's a little weak. We can't say that word. But yeah, not too much on my niece. Not too much. Like, come on, you mad because you at your age, you haven't did nothing in life but Blue Ivy and Rumi on stage in front of 50,000 people? Yeah. Come on. Y'all ain't never been on stage in your life before. And listen, I'm mad too. I wish Beyonce was my mother. And no matter how slow Rumi is, she still got money than all of us in the comments.
Not even about the money. She just has a mom that loves her. That's for me. That not discrediting what you said, but she has a mom that loved her, because the way she hugged her mom, that did it for me. The way she hugged her mom.
She looked safe. She looked really safe.
You can tell she loves her mom.
Yeah.
Her mom loves her.
But yeah, the money is too. You know, she got the money. You know, Quentin.
The comments, I read comments on a lot of posts and things on YouTube and all that stuff. And when you get into it, there's always some negative comments. Somebody always has something negative to say about anything, about how positive it is. The comments is where like miserable people live. And they just say some of the dumbest stuff. And it's like, how did you get that out of that video? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that video alone is just a mother and her two daughters on stage sharing a beautiful moment together. It's all love. Ruby looked so happy to be on stage. She was just like, She didn't look nervous or anything like that.
Where'd you get
miserable
slow from?
Exactly.
Maybe
And then when you even think about Blue too, when she was younger, they used to talk about her. They used to talk about she had nappy hair. They used to say she looked so much like Jay-Z. She was ugly. I mean, they used to say that when she was like 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, look at her now. You know, so people are just evil, hateful, nasty.
and Kanye. Remember, Kanye made a tweet recently about Beyonce and her kid.
Yeah.
So people's probably referencing. Yo, Kanye. People probably. Sorry, hold on. People's probably referencing that comment.
Yeah.
And have a thoughts on your own, But how dare you? What somebody talk about your kid? People go crazy.
Yeah.
Like she's just a kid, and
Right.
like you said, the way she turned around, she looked like she was safe for her mother. And even Beyonce was all choked up.
Yeah.
She was very.
Yeah.
And Beyonce knows what she's doing. She knows once she bring her baby outside, she's gonna be criticized. And listen, they criticize Blue. And Blue is flawless, okay? She's dancing. Blue is booked and busy and on tour. What are they doing with their lives?
Watching Blue.
No, I definitely hear you. I definitely hear you. So yeah, but I just wanted to give my opinion on that. See, you thought I was gonna come at her. Come on, I'm not a monster. Now if I wish Billy was here for that trans man though, trans woman, because he had me upset. Remember he went to different restaurants to get a reaction because everybody kept calling him.
She went to different restaurants. She was the same thing.
You gonna get my show canceled, huh? She went to different restaurants and kept getting people calling her sir, and she kept filming it and I don't know. I just thought that was being entitled. But we're not going to open it.
Doing a little too much. Though.
Thank you, Quentin. Stop painting me as the monster
the
on this.
The first time, maybe not. But then when she kept doing it, it was like, okay.
Gotcha. Billy,
I'm not gonna hold you. That's a quick lawsuit. No shade. Call me that again. Thank you. My lawyer is very nice, but that was an asshole move. That was an asshole move. But great idea, by the way.
Nice. Listen, Billy, I thank you so much. I could see in your eyes you're tired. I thank you for pulling up. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Billy.
Love having you. Hopefully, we'll be on your show next because we definitely love to. Yeah, Quentin, you want to stop by? See what he's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, stop on by. I listen. Thank you for having me again, and sorry for being late. And
good.
But yes, definitely. So the thing with my show is I bulk record. So I'm like, I got shows recorded till June, but I'm about to start recording Patreon content. So if y'all want to come on for some Patreon content, we could definitely set something up and y'all can pull up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like that?
Cool. Yeah.
It's cool. All right, cool. Well, I want to thank Billy again for being here. Quentin, thank you for always putting up with my craziness. Billy, I'm gonna let you go. Cause see you. I had a private chat. This is the first time somebody hit. It was Billy. I was like, what? Billy, thank you for coming. Get some rest. Play with your dogs. I'll be in touch with you. Thank you so much.
See you, y'all. Right. Later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Another successful. Now that's how you do an interview. Yeah. That's how you do an interview, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was fun. I always love our guests. We have one of the most fans that still looking to have to subscribe.
Yeah.
You subscribed? Good. I'm corny, but I'm me. I'm comfortable in myself. He was fun. He was really fun. You know how long I've been trying to get him on the show?
It's been a while.
Yeah, persistence pays off. Persistence pays off. I don't care what no one says. So yeah, this was a good show. I am going to wrap it up because we all three have jobs as well. This is not our only income, so to speak. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Next Monday, I'm putting April 12th. How long has that been there?
Oh, it is May. It's about to be.
Oh, that's been there for the whole episode.
That's all right.
That is
cut
not
it
right.
now. You cut it now.
Wow, that's
May,
crazy.
y'all. May.
Dang, that's been playing for a good minute too.
Well, you got it now.
You got it now. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for Billy for coming on. I look forward to collabing with him. And remember, we also going to be collabing with Marlon for Don't Get Me Started podcast. I'll talk to you about that in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone have a beautiful, blessed night, and we will see you next Monday.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.